Hi, welcome to How to D&D. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to do a Dungeons & Dragons 5e review, or should I say a 5e compatible review, on an adventure called Prepared. It is a dozen adventures for 5th ed edition. It is written by Joan Swatsky, and it's got some pretty good art on the front cover. It's published by Kobold Press. It's quite a small book, it's about 24 pages, and it's really designed for being able to run an adventure really fast. Now, when I say fast, seriously, like 5-10 minutes. So I'll just turn it over. There we go, you can see the back. So as you approach the time of your next game session, you might find that you are stumbling for an idea of what scenario to run. You want something to inspire you, or perhaps your friends decide to start an impromptu game session and you start to sort of have to set something up really quickly. Maybe your GM has to drop out at the last minute. Also too, this is about a book designed for when players take things in a direction you were not expecting. There are 12 adventures, 12 mini adventures, literally 1 or 2 pages, that's about it. And it runs from levels 1 to 15. So nice broad range of levels, and really literally because it's 1 or 2 pages you can prepare this stuff very quickly. You'll notice at the bottom here that the scenarios in this book feature creatures from the 5th ed edition monster manual, which most of you should have, and from the Tome of Beasts. I did a review on that particular book. So that's one of the problems. If you don't have the Tome of Beasts and you come across a monster that comes from that book, you won't have the stats for it and the information for it, and you'll find yourself in a situation where you have to replace that monster with something else. I'll just flip this back over. I know you want to see inside, so we'll open it up. So 12 adventures, 1 or 2 pages. I'm going to say right now the price is actually great if you're in the United States. I mean, it's like $15 US dollars, that is, if you're in North America, off Amazon. It's a bit more expensive if you live outside of America. I'll have to say that right now. And you can buy this off the Kobold Press website. So if you're worrying about where you can buy it from, Amazon and Kobold Press. I couldn't find it on the Book Depository, which I know a lot of us who are not in North America would normally be using, but it's not there, unfortunately. The other thing I will say about this, it's full of really good art. I mean, I would say it's stylized art. If you'll notice from the front cover, it's got a sort of a rough Western look, like cowboys and Indians Western look, an overturned wagon with goblins sitting on top. Okay, so this is supposed to be just a really quick overview. This layout is really simple. It's designed specifically to be simple and easy to follow. Nothing complicated. You will see red sections, and that's to indicate the stuff that you read aloud. There's nice bold headers right throughout the whole thing. If there is a monster, it's usually in bold, so you can find it easily, and it's written right beside it. It'll tell you if it's in the Monster Manual or the Tome of Beasts. Most of them have a map. In fact, well, actually all of them have a map, but the maps are different. Every single map is slightly different. They're all full colour. They're all detailed. They have little side notes. You'll notice there's side notes right through this one. This is the impenetrable fortress of Deb, which is basically an overturned wagon where some goblins have taken up roost after they got kicked out of their clan, and they're causing trouble. And they try to turn it into a fortress. They've even tried to start digging a moat around it. And then they've got a little hidden dungeon underneath that they've made, like a throne room. It's not very big. It's big enough and enough information really to get through maybe 2 hours, maybe 3 hours worth of gaming. I'm going to go into detail later on. I think I'm going to break down all of these adventures in another video rather than in this video. I want this to just stay nice and short. The Marrow Mines is basically like a Leviathan. It's a mine that kobolds have set up. They've got traps through it, set up to keep people out, and they're mining the marrow from this creature. which has a really strange effect on them. It's like a drug. It's addictive. It causes problems and hallucinations. We have the Vault of Pelion the Pious. Now, here, this is what I mean. You'll see that the style of map is changed. Still colour, still lots of little side notes, still easily and clearly laid out, and like I said, literally 1 or 2 pages. It'll take you about 5 or 10 minutes. You may not even have to prepare at all. The Claret Wellspring, that's for levels 5 to, or level 5, 4 to 5. So there, again, a change in the type of map. And you'll see there are sections, usually at the end of each adventure there's a conclusion to give you an idea of how to tie things up. It usually leaves most of it in the hands of the Dungeon Master. There's a treasure section, usually they'll highlight if there's treasure. Not all of the adventures do have treasure. The Room with 5 Corners, next adventure, which is for levels 6 to 7, they don't give you like a specific level, they give you sort of a range and you sort of decide how to fit that into your campaign. I'm not going to go through all the details of this. Upon the Icebound Terrace, got a dragon in it and a really nice sort of ice flow. You can see how the different maps change right throughout it, and they're actually really nice. I like the ones with the little notes on them personally. And it's Horrid Wake. So we're now at level 7 for players, and this literally has like 2 locations, nothing more. So nothing hard, nothing difficult to prepare. A bad night for betting, and this is essentially an arena fight. So if you wanted just to have an arena fight, this is exactly what that is. The next one is the Burning Crater, where some sort of strange thing has landed in a crater, buried itself. There's a range of different monsters, certainly spread out quite a lot. Atop the mountain, and then we've got Under Revel's Feet, where we start dealing with some very strange creatures. The Obsidian Pass, and that's got like a Assault Golem, which is from the Tome of Beasts. As I said, really designed for one session, nice and quick, easy laid out, even for a new Dungeon Master. I would think that this is probably one of the best products I've seen. I'd also say that there's no hook. There's no adventure hook. If you were looking for an adventure hook, there aren't any. Really, it's left to you to sort of figure that out. But everything else is laid out, and it's quite different. It's not just a battle. Sometimes you have to do stuff. Sometimes there are traps. There's a nice broad range of things. I really like it. I will actually go through each adventure in more detail, but as a separate video for each one. And really, that's it. I don't have anything else to say other than really good things. So if you found this video helpful or informative, please share, like, and subscribe, the usual stuff. Look, watch more of my videos if you found this interesting. Hopefully there's something else that you'll like that I've done before. If you have questions, you can ask those questions after this video, because I'll leave it running because it's live. And I will also answer any questions you leave in the comments section if you are unable to attend the live, or you don't really want to be spotlighted during the live stream. And till next time, keep rolling those 20s.